As more and more people test positive for the virus, there is now an increased interest in that new antiviral pill we've been telling you about to treat COVID-19. It is already available at pharmacies across Georgia, but just like those at-home test kits, they are flying right out of the stores. Jerry Carnes live this morning from one of the pharmacies that will supply the pill in Brookhaven. Jerry, how are they planning to actually keep up with all the demand?
Well, it is going to be extremely tough. They're going to depend on the shipments that are still on the way. This Walgreens here on Peachtree Road in Brookhaven is one of about 50 pharmacies statewide that either have received or will receive shipments of the antiviral pill. More shipments on the way. Doctors and their patients want to know when.
These are the little red pills that have kept the phones ringing at Dara Patel's pharmacy in Unadilla.
So many people right now are testing positive, and they really don't have very many options.
She's expecting a small shipment of COVID antiviral pills by the end of the week, but so far the supply in Georgia and throughout the country is sparse. In a state with 16,000 new cases of COVID each day, Georgia received an initial shipment of about 9,000 doses of the oral medication designed to reduce symptoms and keep COVID patients out of the hospital. The Biden administration has promised to increase supply and ship more antiviral pills by the end of the month. Meanwhile, in Statesboro, Ben Ross is the only pharmacist in his area to receive some of the initial shipment. The next closest pharmacy to receive any of the antiviral pills is more than an hour away.
There's clearly way more demand than supply at this point. You know, this is going to be just a great tool that we have.
Patients testing positive for COVID will have to get a prescription. Doctors are prescribing them mainly for patients with mild or moderate symptoms who are at risk of becoming more seriously ill and possibly winding up in the hospital. In Ocilla, pharmacist Alex Willis says based on the number of people in his area who've tested positive for COVID and expressed a desire for the pills, he doesn't expect he'll get enough doses to meet demand.
Pretty overwhelming with the amount of calls that we've had already, just asking about when we're going to be receiving them. You know, with the severity that this virus has caused, I think it's a no-brainer for people to want this so much.
Now, President Biden acknowledges that his decision to double the nation's order for antiviral pills is based on an estimate of demand and may not be enough.